Can people with diabetes consume mangoes? This is a question that I receive very often, and in this week's video we will evaluate the nutritional table and tell you whether or not you who are diagnosed with diabetes may be consuming this type of product. So enjoy, watch until the end, because I'm sure you'll leave here learning more and more. And in this week's episode of Who Has Diabetes, we're going to evaluate this little friend of ours here who is the mango. In this case, this is a Palmer mango that I weighed, and this fruit has a total weight of 325 grams, including the skin, including the seed. So we are going to evaluate the Palmer mango nutritional table and tell you whether or not you who are diagnosed with diabetes may be consuming this type of product. So, initially we will carry out an analysis of 100 grams of the fruit itself, without the presence of the skin and without the presence of the seed, carrying out a more superficial assessment regarding this quantity here. From this mango, I believe we will have around 250 grams of edible fruit, removing the seeds and removing the skin. So, in order to facilitate your understanding regarding the evaluation of the nutritional table, we will take into account 100 grams of edible Palmer mango, without seeds and without peel. But we can verify that in 100 grams we will have 72 calories, and we will also have 18.55 grams of carbohydrate. So we can verify that we have around 18% to 20% carbohydrates in 100 grams of mango. Having made some careful observations, we can see that if we eat a whole mango like this one, we will already consume around 45 grams of carbohydrates, fructose and glucose. So we have to pay this initial attention. We can see that proteins will be close to 0.46 and fats 0.21 grams, in addition to 1.6 grams of fiber. So, from this information, we can draw some important conclusions regarding mango consumption. We can even consume mango in our routine if we are diabetic, but we should not exaggerate the quantities. If you eat a whole mango, which is not so big, a relatively small mango, you will already consume more than 40 grams of carbohydrates, and this will increase your glucose. But if you only consume a small portion, no more than 100 grams, you can even include mango, for example, in your snack in a smart way. However, if you take those other types of mangoes, which are the larger mangoes or even those smaller mangoes, but if you eat several units, your glucose will increase. It will rise and it will go out of control. And it is not at all interesting to consume and is used for mango juice. If you get it, just imagine being able to make a 300 milliliters glass of juice. How many of these mangoes will you need to make a large glass of juice? You will definitely use several mangoes. It will add a lot of carbohydrates, a lot of fructose to your juice. And we see a lot that people still end up sweetening with sugar. So mango juice is not recommended for those with diabetes. Even sweetened with sweetener, you will use several units of mango. Generally we end up adding the mango juice, and we end up removing all the fibers that are present in the mango itself, in the juice. So isn't juice interesting? It is not interesting for you to consume several units in the smaller sleeve of the pink mango, or those sleeves that are larger. So if you are going to consume it, do not consume more than 100 grams of the product. If you don't know how much mango 100 grams corresponds to, you can buy a digital scale. It costs around 30 Brazilian reals and will help you a lot in making assessments about your food through the episode videos. Then diabetes. Because I showed the quantity of foods that you can check, can consume, and this ends up making it much easier by weighing these foods. I will leave my website recommendations here in the description. There you will find the digital scale, and it can be your ally when it comes to increasing the types of foods you can include in an intelligent way, which will not ruin your health control. Your diagnosis of diabetes is super important that if you are going to consume small amounts of mango, avoid consuming more than one. If you are consuming larger mangoes, only consume a small portion, no more than 100 grams. And if you want to start weighing your food, be sure to purchase a digital scale, as it is a super important ally for those with diabetes, right? And that was the episode of Who Has Diabetes this week. If you want to have the food, a supplement product evaluated by me, be sure to comment below, as I will add it to my list of possible products for evaluation, and your product that you have questions about can also become a video topic here to the channel, okay? If you've been watching so far, it's a sign that you like the content, and if you like the content, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share this video with your friend who may have questions in relation to how to manage food in a more intelligent way. Regarding fruits, regarding food in general. And this way, the treatment evolves in an intelligent way and is much more accurate. Okay, next door I'm going to leave another super content for you to continue learning more and more about diabetes and how you can manage your diet in a smarter and more accurate way and achieve good results for your treatment. Okay, so I would look for it here. Everyone stay with God and see you later.